Mammoth Mountain, California. We'll be on here for the next hour to talk to you guys, answer any of your snowboard questions, and just to hang out. So if you guys are in the chat, hit me up with some questions. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Maybe let me know where you guys snowboard and when your opening day is. I know a lot of places across the Northern Hemisphere are opening in North America, in Europe, and here in Mammoth, they got a super early opening start to their season. So the official opening day was yesterday, but I think they've already been open for like 2 weeks. So they've had a super early start to the season. My experience here so far has been amazing. It's actually been a more of like an all mountain trip. I thought I'd be just riding in the terrain park, but I've been doing tons of free riding, going through trees, going through chutes. There's a ton of terrain open up here, so that's been super fun. The last run I just did was a tree run, and it's been super fun. So lots of coverage up here. Mammoth, the elevation is at like 11,000 feet. So up here, like when it snows, the snow kind of stays. But even though like right now it's warm, it feels like 15 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's warm. And out here, everyone has been so amazing. Like the stoke levels, the vibes in Mammoth are like all-time high. Everyone is so cool. Everyone's like stoked on snowboarding, and everyone that I've met has just been super nice. So shout out to everyone that I've met. Yeah, vibes in California are just next level. So if you guys ever get the chance, do a trip out here to Mammoth. The people are awesome. The mountain is incredible, and still waiting for the terrain park to get a few more features in it. But they don't have quite the snow yet to get the terrain park fully set up. But I'm sure that's coming soon. And yeah, we already have 90 people on the chat. I actually picked up a US SIM card too, so the data seems to be working. Yeah, let's get to some of your guys' questions and comments. We got Bradley watching. We got Kyle Jones watching from Los Angeles. Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. Most of the people that are riding out here are either from LA or San Diego. That seems to be like the two main spots where everyone's from. We got Joe Banny is on here, usually from the Tahoe area. Zneppy is asking, are you snowboarding right now? Yeah, we just did some runs over an area off of like Chair 12, and yeah, it was great. Kevin Kong wants to know, are you in Killington? No, I'm in Mammoth, California. Rick A says, when did it open? So it opened I think it's been open for 2 weeks. But yesterday was like the official opening. It's been like busy weekend up here, but like amazing vibes. We got Kyle watching from Los Angeles. We got Dave watching from Australia. Joseph's asking, is it packed? Yesterday was more busy. The lift lines aren't too bad. Like yesterday, the busiest lift I maybe waited for like 10 minutes. So it hasn't been too bad out here, and it's been worth it. Just, you don't mind standing outside waiting for the lift too when it's like nice and sunny. But today it's a Sunday, and yeah, it's not too bad. Like maybe a 5-minute wait for the lift, and once you're up there too and going to different chairlifts, like even yesterday, the busiest day probably yet. If you go to some of the other different chairlifts, we went to Chair 5 yesterday, riding Chair 12 today, and yeah, like riding there, it wasn't too bad. Like you could pretty much ride straight onto the chair. Tobias wants to know, are you going to be in Whistler during Christmas? I don't know where I'll be. I'm going to try to like do some more trips down here, so we'll just see where the snow is good. I'm going to try to follow the snow and just see what's good out there. We got In Motion SLB watching from London. Awesome, Yannick. McKay wants to know, when are you going to make it to Utah? Yeah, I've got my eye on Utah. I've been hearing great things, so I would love to visit Salt Lake City. And I picked up the Icon Pass, so I've been hearing the best plan is to stay in Salt Lake and then get the bus out to the mountains. So that's going to be, as soon as the snow is looking good and the resorts are open, I'm going to try to be there for sure. Michael's watching from New Zealand. Regan Films wants to know how much snow is up at Lake Tahoe, California. Heavenly Village, Tahoe. So the reason I chose to come to Mammoth and not go to Tahoe was actually for the snow levels. I think Tahoe may be just like a little bit lower. I'm not exactly sure the Mammoth, but I think they looked a bit more bare. So I think it's like, I think there could be some resorts open around Tahoe. I'm not 100% sure, but at the moment I think there's slightly more snow here at Mammoth. TR Joe says, did you hike from a chairlift from the main lodge in the video? It looked sick. Yeah, I did. So that was, I'm not sure what chair, I think that is chair 23. Yeah, so I went up the first day, went up to the top of chair 23 and hiked along the ridge and down one of the chutes, and it was awesome. We actually did that chute again today, and the snow is still like, there's enough snow in there that you can kind of like safely manage it and like get above all the rocks and stuff. Joe's watching, says, hi Kevin from Toronto, West Coast weather and snow looking crazy. Yeah, honestly, it's like feeling so lucky to be out here. There's the snow coverage, sun's out. I was like putting sunscreen on before I went on live for you guys. So it's, man, the weather conditions and everything are just like the best out here. We got Sam watching. Austin wants to know, is the park open? So the park here is open. They maybe have like a dozen features. To be honest though, like these early season conditions, like I kind of like to ease my way a little bit more into the park when it's this early, and the features are just a little bit, they're just a little bit too advanced for my liking. So a little bit too high consequence, especially like in the mornings here. It's a bit icy in the morning. And there's also still some bare patches. So for me, like, I'm not totally ready to commit to the park. Maybe if there's just a bit more snow, but there is like quite a few features they have set up. So they've done an amazing job like setting up the park with what they have, the amount of snow. So there's probably like a dozen features, but mostly like tubes and rails. So kind of like a little bit more advanced style features to be hitting. We got Marius watching from Munich, Germany. Austin was in Munich a few weeks ago. Shout out to everyone in Germany and across Europe. We got Nepi watching from Romania. Regan wants to know, what skill level is mostly at Mammoth? I would say, oh shit. Yo, what's up, man?
What is this? This is Kevin.
We got Napa here too from Thai Winter Sports. Yo,
just
man.
Crashing live shot over
Yeah,
here.
so there was a question. Maybe you could help answer this one too. So, what do you think is the average level of rider here at Mammoth? Yeah,
A lot of intermediates during this time, yeah. And
intermediate.
yeah, and everyone just try to enjoy the vibe. It's just good early season start. Like everyone just have fun. A lot of people hanging out at the lodge, and they're just having good times.
Yeah, I think I would agree. It's probably mostly intermediates. We're kind of where we are right now. There's a lot of beginners coming down too, learning, and like, but it almost doesn't matter what level you are, because like the vibes here are just like all the time. You can just like come and like hang out and like grab a seat somewhere. I know like up one of these chairs too, they have like an area where you can just like sit in a lounge chair and hang out. So
they have the mid station that they have a food and all the drinks up there as well. So.
Yeah, but mostly intermediate. And the one thing that surprises me too about Mammoth is like the average age here is probably people like in their early 20s, which is very different from Whistler. Whistler, I think the age is a little bit older. Maybe it's because more people are coming up from LA and San Diego. It's like draws in a younger crowd, but it's definitely like I love the younger crowd vibes out here. It's pretty awesome. All right, Napa's doing a selfie. Yeah, Snapchat selfie. Awesome, man. Yeah, you guys should check out Thai Winter Sports too on YouTube as well. He's putting up videos from Mammoth and from around Bear
from
too.
Around Bears, yeah, mostly around here.
All right, CJB wants to know, do you know any waterproof snowboard backpacks under $70? I can't find anything good on Amazon. I just need to carry a water bottle, extra gloves, and a hoodie. So backpack I have is the Jones Descent, 25 liter, I think, and I think it's it's over $70, but it's in that range. I think Canadian dollars, it was over 100, but American, do you know how much off the top of your head what the Jones Descent backpack
like
is?
about $120, I think.
Okay.
Just I think.
Okay, it's up there. But man, check out the Dakine backpacks as well.
Yeah, the kind makes some good backpacks. It's good price.
All right, good question though. Emery wants to know, want to try Turkish mountains one day? Yeah, definitely. Would love to get over to Turkey. Yesterday I was riding with my friend here, Hamid from San Francisco, from Marin County. And he's actually from, his family's from Iran. And we were talking about maybe someday doing a snowboard trip to Iran because they have mountains in the north. So like we wanted to get over to China this year, but with the restrictions can't get over there. What's your like dream destination like overseas to go snowboarding?
For me?
Yeah, do you have one?
Whistler.
Whistler. Oh, sick.
Whistler,
yeah. Yeah, man.
Whistler,
Well,
it's one of the dream resort that we want to go.
sick,
Don't
man.
have time, don't have chance yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll make it happen at some
We'll
point.
make it happen.
Yeah. If only Whistler was on the Icon Pass to make everything so much easier.
It would
right?
be. It would be. Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
Alepsi said going skiing at Whistler on opening week. Awesome, Alepsi. Do you know what day Whistler is supposed to open? Yeah, what's up, man? How's it going? Yeah.
Can I just say hi to him?
Yeah, for sure. You have a friend on here?
Yeah.
Okay, come say hi.
Right now.
Come say hi. What's your name, dude?
Hi.
What's your
Jeffrey.
name? Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Oh, good to meet you. What's your friend's name?
Lodo. He's
Lodo?
watching you right now. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Lodo. Hi, man. How was your day?
Good.
It was good, man?
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh, sick,
Thank
dude.
you.
Yeah,
Alright, man. Have a good day, brother.
Nice to meet you,
Bye.
man. Bye.
See you guys on the mountain.
See you at the mountain. Yeah. Awesome. Oh, we got TJ sending some messages. Board archive. TJ, we miss you, man.
We are, man. We were like, I DM him on Instagram to like, hey,
Oh, yeah?
are you here, man?
TJ, we need you here, man. Okay, where's that? I said there's a super chat, but for some reason I can't see it. All right, I'm gonna try to find that super chat. 1 second here. Super chat's not coming through. Yo, I'm impressed that the data is working out here, though. I was kind of worried about that, but
Data out here is good.
yeah, oh, sweet. USA. Working Class Active says, "What's up, guys? Wish I was in Mammoth this weekend." Yeah, we're missing you here, Brandon.
What's up, Brandon? Yeah.
Have you've met Brandon a few times?
Yeah,
Yes.
I rode with him 2 weeks ago here in Mammoth when they just like.
Oh, really?
rough open, yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, we'll be down again, Brandon. So yeah, we'll get a chance to ride for sure, man. All right. Yeah, Adam's saying Kevin missed the super chat. If anybody can repost what the super chat question was, the app's just not letting me see it for some reason. We got Lord saying, dude is killing it on the mountain in a t-shirt. Yeah, that last dude that was here, he was in a t-shirt, yeah.
Someone not even wearing shirts out here today.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, if you guys want to support the channel, there's SBC beanies and sweatshirts linked below most videos. I haven't had a chance yet to link it to this video, but if you guys want to support the channel, just check out the beanies. All right, Clicker 97, you going to Japan next year? Would like to go to Japan, but I don't think Japan is like totally open yet. So
I think next season probably fully open.
next season, yeah. All right, so McKay says super chat was from Bad Riders and said, "Hey Kev, stoked to see you back on snow so soon. When are you linking up with TJ and Napa, aka Ty Winter Sports?" Napa's right here. Yeah. Yeah, so we got one of those done. TJ, I think he's down for the next trip. He had like a wedding and stuff to do, and he's also catching up on videos. But yeah, so definitely need TJ out here as well. Oh man, imagine TJ was out here.
When a park's fully open, yeah, TJ would
Yeah.
like here more.
Or like that tree lap too. That
Oh,
we
the tree
did.
lap was good, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait to watch this video, guys. The tree lap we found some old powder stash. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Napa and I and his friend Eric and Anthony, we've all been cruising like this morning, like going to some places that if I went by myself, I'd be maybe a little bit scared. But going with like a crew, it's like makes
Yeah.
it so much better.
Absolutely.
And like just like spotting things from the chairlift, and yeah, it's been super fun. Mike Gray wants to know, where are you guys? We're at the base of Mammoth. Yeah, what's
Main Lodge.
Main Lodge. We're at the Main Lodge.
Main Lodge, Mammoth, California.
Yeah. Austin wants to know, will you ever go to Fernie? Yeah, definitely. We're gonna try to get to Fernie. Bad Riders, another super chat, says, what's the snow cover like up at Mammoth? It's good. It's much better than I expected. Like Mammoth is kind of like a big wide ridge, and all the way across the snow coverage is pretty good. The side of the mountain that faces more into the sun, there's like not too much snow. But in general, like the base of my board has survived, and I've been like riding on the runs, in the trees, like down chutes. So you do have to kind of plan your line, but the coverage is decent. We got Juji watching from France. Colton, how's the snow today? It's just like, it feels like a spring snowboard
Right
day.
now, base is 30 inches.
30 inches according to the Mammoth app of a base. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's got the
3D.
the max on the back of the head. Oh.
Heavy helmet right there.
CJB, how do you stay dry when you're riding in a t-shirt? That must mean that it's pretty warm, so snow would be pretty well wet, right? Maybe I'm just bad and fall too much. Like on today, Napa's got his jacket, so staying dry.
Yeah, I'm wearing Gore-Tex, but it's 3 layers, so it doesn't have anything underneath, just my long sleeve t-shirt, and that's it.
Yeah, and like for me, I've been riding my sweatshirt, but you know, anytime I take a tumble, I just kind of like brush the snow off, and I think as long as it's sunny, you can get away with wearing pretty much anything, as long as you have some. Oh, here comes another t-shirt, dude.
Yeah.
As long as you have some sunscreen, but yeah, it's like, you know, when it's warm outside, you don't mind being like a little bit damp from the snow. Super chat from Zach Riley. I need a new winch sometime, not too loud, portable. Nice, a new winch. Well, that's cool.
143 people in a chat, man.
Wow.
Give that likes right now.
143 people. Yeah, thanks.
It's only
man.
63 likes. I need that likes.
Yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Oh, and we've got like a huge crowd behind us. Honestly, like the thing I love about coming down here is like you guys have the best vibes.
Yeah, it's
Honestly.
people here everyone's just friendly.
Yeah,
Literally.
everyone's so friendly. Like my first day walking through, the parking lot was pretty busy, and there's these guys like they had you know, Afro Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Afro Man like blaring, and like one dude was like dancing in the parking lot, and I'm like, the vibes.
Yeah,
out
the
here
vibes
just,
in the
like,
parking lot here is pretty.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Even like people ride around with their backpacks with like tunes just blasting out of their bag, and just like I feel like Californians, they know how to like have fun and just chill. And
California know how to party.
yeah. Awesome, man. Oh, we got Hamed on here too.
What's up, Hamed?
Yeah, we've been riding with Hamed the last 2 days. Greetings, Kevin and Napa. Yeah, Hamed is a legend. He was out here just like, you know,
Full send every turn.
full send. Like I was like, Hamed, do you want to go through these trees? And he was down, like going down through some chutes, and he was down for anything.
Yep,
So
he did.
helped me film. I filmed him, so Hamed's gonna be in the next video. All right. Any suggestions on on a winch? I've been shopping around, haven't seen anything that catches my eye yet. Honestly, I'm not too privy on the winch game. I don't know about the good winches.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I really know about that one too.
You have to just visit like a Home Depot or something. Yeah, Mike Gray says big crowd behind us. Yeah, it's busy today, but the lift line's like right now. The lift line, you could probably get on the
Seems
lift
like
in like 2 minutes.
Sunday, because yesterday the line was all the way here. But
Yeah.
I think people start leaving, going back to LA.
Yeah.
So I think that's make it less crowded than yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Napa, and you're welcome to stay as long as you want for the chat, but if you want to dip and ride with your friends too.
Yeah, they're probably gonna go soon. Yeah,
Sweet,
so,
yeah.
man.
Okay.
We're gonna,
yeah.
you guys, whoever got a chance to snowboard, have fun, go snowboard, man. Be safe out there. Don't forget to click like.
Yeah, and check
Peace,
out
guys.
Check out Thai Winter Sports too on YouTube, and we'll be riding more with Napa like
sure.
on when we're back in California. Maybe he'll come visit us in Oregon or Washington too.
Yeah. All right, man.
Sick, man.
I'll see you on the mountains, yeah.
All right, later, man. All right, So Lars says, how long is the longest run? So Mammoth is kind of interesting because some of the bases are at different elevations too. So the base that is behind me here is actually pretty high, a fair, decent like length above like the main valley. So further east, I believe it's east, there's kind of like stations that are lower and lower. And I bet like the longest run from top to bottom would maybe take you like 20 minutes to ride down. So a decent length. I actually did it the other day with Hamed, and yeah, it was maybe like a 15-minute ride. But if you're taking your time, you could probably have like a 20-minute ride from the top all the way down to the bottom. Tarek, are there any split boarders up there? No split boarders out today, just because I think it's a little bit too warm. But I'm sure there's some amazing split boarding here in the Sierra Mountains. So I'm sure there's some really good stuff out here. Jacob says snow pants or snow bib, and why? I've done both. I'm a fan of both. They each have their like pros and cons. Personally, for me, one thing that I've kind of started to feel more comfortable with is just having like really light snowboard pants. I find that sometimes with the overalls like on my shoulders kind of feel like they're weighing me down a little bit, and I get like a little bit of tension here. So I just prefer like this regular pants. Although there's benefits to having the overall style too. It's like better at keeping the snow out. And it is like a little bit more comfortable around your waist just having like the bibs. So bibs are nice. Me personally, I just prefer like the regular pants. Zach saying, yo Kevin, have you ever gone to check out the hot springs? I haven't yet, but I think tomorrow is my travel day home. So maybe on the road trip back home, I'll dip into the hot springs. BC says, shout out to your channel, Kev. Learned a lot from you. Awesome. Thanks so much, BC. And we got 161 people on here, 104 likes. Awesome. Thank you guys for hopping on. For anyone that's hopping on a bit late, I'm here at Mammoth Mountain in California. I've been riding here for the last week, and yeah, it's just been incredible, amazing, all-time vibes out here. The people are amazing. Lots of coverage on the mountain with snow, and yeah, just been having a blast. And yeah, going to be on here for the next, another like 40 minutes to answer any of your questions. And if you guys haven't yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, and yeah, just thank you guys so much for hopping on. T-Shop says, trying out backflips. No backflips yet. We need to find some like softer powder snow to land into. So yeah, when that arrives, I'll be trying some backflips for sure. We got Zuza watching from Poland. Awesome, thanks for watching all the way from Poland. Oh, somebody just crashed into the into the fence that I've got my camera on. Joe Banny says, how is Mammoth compared to Tahoe? I haven't spent a ton of time at Tahoe. My impression is that Mammoth is just like a little bit bigger, but I think they're comparable. Yeah, I think, but I feel like, one sec. All right. Yeah, I think they're pretty comparable, but I think Mammoth is maybe a little bit bigger. From what I've asked of people too, is like Mammoth has more like some rockier outcrops, but other than that, I think they're fairly similar. Like similar weather patterns coming through, the amount of snow and like sunny days they get, I think is similar. So yeah, I think Tahoe is maybe 2 hours from here, 2 to 3 hours. iPad Monkey says, any up on US traveling to Canada this season? I think if you're an American or Canadian, you can travel back and forth. Especially I think for Americans, it's pretty easy. I think the one catch is that when you're going to Canada, you have to get like a COVID test before they'll let you in. So when I'm going back to Canada, I got to stop in and get the like PCR test at our Rite Aid, and yeah, I don't know, like I'm Canadian, so hopefully they let me back in, but yeah, that's what I got to do to, I think that's what everyone has to do to get over the border. Revolt Play says, do expensive boards really make a big difference? Over an average of $350 to $400 a board. I think it depends. It depends on the type of riding you do. I feel like for most people, like you can get away with a $300 to $400 board. You get like the basic board setup, and even with that basic setup, you can get a perfect board for your style of riding. I think where a more expensive board could come into play is when you're like doing some more like big mountain riding, charging hard, and you have like some more like materials in the board that make the board possibly stiffer, have some more materials that help dampen it so you don't get that like chatter coming through your feet, and also like materials like carbon that help to like give the board pop and reactivity. So you do like, as you progress into more of like an advanced expert rider, I think that those more higher end materials, they can help you to kind of like tackle more challenging things around the mountain. And in the park too, like park riding, you can definitely get away with it with a $300 to $400 board, but with more speed and more technical tricks and with like hitting bigger features, you definitely get the use out of the more expensive boards. James says, I checked the Whistler Blackcomb cam and they are getting slammed with snow. Awesome, man. Yeah, hopefully Canada gets tons of snow this season. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully all of North America just has a really solid winter. Everyday Skate says, have you ever tried to ski? Yeah, so I actually started when I was like 13 or 14 skiing. I did that for two or 3 years and then got into snowboarding. And then since then, or like when in my like late teens, I kind of did both because I was working as a snowboard instructor, and to earn extra money, I would actually teach skiing too. So there wasn't quite enough lessons to just be a snowboard instructor, so I did teach skiing. But then once I moved out to Whistler when I was about 20, that's when I committed full-time to snowboarding. Charlie Robb, have you ever snowboarded the Midwest? Not yet, no, but I've seen you guys have a lot of great spots out there around Minnesota and that whole Midwest area, but haven't had the chance to yet. Yeah, Erich is making a good point. Sometimes more expensive means lighter. That can be true too sometimes, for sure. Revolt says, I got like 1 centimeter of snow last night. Home mountain is still bare, hoping for a long season this year. Awesome, man. Wu wants to know, are you doing another Japan trip this year? I would have done another Japan trip, but I don't think that we can travel there. I think the restrictions are still up. So at the moment, I'm gonna put off traveling to Japan until it's like the coast is clear. Erwin says, hey Kevin, my girlfriend wants to snowboard. Any suggestions on beginner snowboards for her? Oh, that's a tough one. A snowboard that my wife Jill like really loved, that was like sort of like an intermediate, I would say good for beginners too, is the GNU Velvet. So maybe check that board out, the GNU Velvet. That one my wife Jill like loves. Afflix, are you planning on going to the resorts at Lake Tahoe? Yeah, definitely. Once there's a bit more snow, we'll be coming back to California and riding some of those resorts for sure. Funny pranks gone wrong wants to know if I've ever snowboarded in Scotland. I've never snowboarded in Scotland, but I've heard that it's a little windy, and we'll have to try it out someday for sure. And Isaac says you should come to South Dakota and hit up Great Bear. All right, cool. I'll keep that in mind. South Dakota, Great Bear. All right. Somebody's asking 25 or 32 liter backpack. I think for like a day on the mountain, 25 liter is like plenty. So that's what I have. I think I have that 25 liter. I've got the Jones Descent backpack. Yeah, 25 liter is perfect. It just depends. Like if you're going, I also have like a 30, I think it's like low 30 liter backpack. And that's if I'm doing like a big like day trip and I need to carry like a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, I'm not sure what I would be carrying for 32 liters, but yeah, if you're going out someplace for like a full day, like backcountry, then maybe 32. But for a day on the mountain, 25 is like perfect. Taylor wants to know, what chapstick do you use? LOL, nice goggles. Thanks, man. Yeah, let's check out the chapstick. Yeah, chapstick is a must out here. Oh, I got Nivea Sun SPF 30. Oh yeah. Zeddy, hope I get to run into you on the hill one day. You're a legend. Oh, awesome for this community. Awesome, Zeddy. Yeah, I appreciate you watching, man. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you guys too. Yeah, for all your guys' support. Charlie wants to know, what helmet do you use? So the helmet I've been riding is the like newer Anon helmet. So I've been riding an Anon. They've got some pretty cool protection with the Anon. So and they also have the BOA dial at the back to kind of like fit it to your head. So yeah, with the Anon goggles and the Anon helmet, they fit together seamlessly. Luke says, I'm going to Park City in January and I've only snowboarded on the East Coast, so I'm stoked but a little nervous. Any advice? Definitely, man. So yeah, the Western mountains can definitely be intimidating. My first time in Whistler, I was a little bit scared for sure. You know, when you go up, just like, you know, just first, like the length of the runs is going to be a lot. So if you need to pull off to the side and like sit down and somewhere and give your legs a break, like don't feel like you can't do that. You can. I did that a bunch when I first moved out to Whistler. Also, like, don't take any like weird risks of going places that you're unsure of. You know, if there's some steep blacks or double blacks you want to try out and you can like see everything and you see other people doing it and it looks like, you know, you're comfortable with it, go for it. But if you have any doubt or if you're uncertain about where you're going, don't take those kinds of risks, because sometimes I've done it before in the past too. Like when I was new to Whistler, trying to like explore like new places that I wasn't sure about, and a couple times I did get myself into trouble. So if you can, ride with locals who can maybe take you some places, or ride those like more advanced areas where you're like certain about where they end up. All right, Carrie says, is TJ with you today? Unfortunately, no, but hopefully TJ will be on the next trip. Definitely missing TJ, but yeah, hopefully he can come out with us for the next one. Mike Gray says, hey Jake, I've loved your channel for years. What's next? So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see where the snow's good. You're gonna keep an eye on the forecast, and yeah, just plan out what opens, what the forecast is, and make the plan from there. But would love to get back down to Oregon or Washington, or even back here to California, or maybe a new resort around BC. But so just gonna keep an eye on the forecast, and when I know where I'm headed, I'll let you guys know too. Ian Brown wants to know, what Nidecker deck are you on? So today, actually this whole trip, I've been riding the Nidecker Sensor Plus, and it's a park-oriented board, and like the goal coming here originally was to ride park, but it's turned into like a free ride trip for sure with like the amount of snow they have out here. So the Nidecker Sensor Plus is actually held up. Like it's a stiffer park board, which has been super good for like riding steep stuff and for riding through trees. It's been coming in like so well. So yeah, the Nidecker Sensor Plus, if you guys haven't yet, check out some of the Nidecker boards. They're supporting the channel this year, so that's amazing, and the guys behind the company are awesome too. So I'm a big fan of Nidecker, and I hope you guys will support them too. Tuong Do says, is Skate Tech with now bindings, the major game changer in bindings. I've been a loyal Burton Cartel guy and would be up for going to the next level. Awesome. Yeah, with the now bindings and skate tech. To be honest, like I'm sure the technology works, but for me, like, when I had now bindings, I didn't have that feeling in my head of that it was different. Like I was never like riding at some point and thinking like, oh wow, this feels different. So I didn't feel it, but I know a lot of people out there feel the skate tech. So it may just be one of those things you have to try for yourself. I know the now bindings, they have very comfortable straps. I really like their like ankle straps. They're very like soft and moldable. So yeah, they're solid bindings, and yeah, maybe try out the skate tech and see if you can feel it. Carrie says you should have a snowboard meetup day with your fans. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been meeting tons of people here. It's a little bit hard to coordinate like a meetup, but yeah, I've been meeting tons of people here, so it's been awesome. And yeah, maybe at some point we'll try to do like an event where we can just like all get together and maybe have some food and drinks or something and hang out. Revolt says camber or rocker for park riding. I've gone back and forth. I've had full camber, full rocker, the mix, the hybrid boards, camber and rocker combinations. My favorite is definitely camber. I feel like with the full positive camber snowboards, you just get the most pop, the most stability, and just the most control. So the board I'm riding now, the Nidecker Sensor Plus, it's full camber, and you just feel like very stable as you ride. One thing that makes the full camber on this board a bit more forgiving is it's got like the side kick, sort of like 3D in the nose and tail, and with the uplifted edges towards the nose and tail of the board, it makes it not as catchy too. So that's one downside with full camber, is that it can be catchy, but if you have the uplifted edges towards the tips, then it can make it a lot less catchy. So, but yeah, my favorite for is camber. Hockey Boy says, have you been to Sunshine Lake Louise in Alberta? Haven't been yet, but I know that there's a few resorts there around Banff that are on the Icon Pass, so gonna try to head out there this winter for sure. BC, what camera do you use for filming? Battery doesn't run out fast. So the camera I've been using is two cameras actually. I've got the GoPro 10, and I've also got the Insta360 One X2. Insta360 has been great for like when I'm riding by myself and don't have anyone to film with. I've been using that a bunch and editing on the app. But the GoPro 10 has been incredible as well. So today, the majority of today's video is I'm filming with the GoPro 10. Jenna, if I ride a wide board, do I ever need a POW board, or can I just shift my bindings back and good enough? Yeah, that can be good enough for sure. Setting your stance all the way towards your tail definitely helps in powder. A wider board helps you to float for sure. The one thing that you may be missing out on for like powder riding is the taper. So the taper, having like the wider nose and like a smaller tail, really makes powder riding a lot easier because the tail like sinks much easier and the nose floats a lot better. So you can definitely get away with it if it's a twin board, but if you can get a POW board that has a taper, that is like ideal for riding powder. That's the thing that really makes powder riding easy. JJ, have you ever been to Lee Canyon in Las Vegas? You should come out in January. I haven't. I didn't even know you could snowboard in Las Vegas, but that would be really fun to check out. Bad Riders, talking of GoPros, we have heard the legendary end of your Hero 9. Yeah, the Hero 9 got attached to a drone, and the drone went down on the mountain in Austria, and we couldn't find it. We couldn't find the drone or the GoPro. So yeah, that one is is going to be lost to the Alps up in the glacier there. So yeah, the 9 was a great camera, but onto the 10. Tylette, have you ever been in some disagreements or arguments on the slopes? How did you handle it? I guess kind of. I have been in like a few like arguments or altercations on the mountain. One that pops into my mind is it was like the very end of the day. There was like nobody on the slopes. I think me and my friend Liam were like the last ones on the mountain, and we were riding down, and there was like the slow signs, and I think we just thought it's like, okay, we're the last ones on the mountain, like we can just ride fast and like get to the bottom. Nobody else around, not even one person, but a safety person like saw us doing that and then stopped us and gave us like a talking to. And I think the best way to handle that is honestly to not argue and to just like, you know, tell them, you know, sorry, I won't do it again, because it's not worth it. Like in the end, like they have the power to take your pass away, to suspend you, to do all kinds of things that, you know, will prevent you from being able to snowboard. Especially if it's something that, you know, even if it wasn't totally your fault, or if you weren't doing anything really dangerous, you know, I think it's always best just to err on the side of not arguing, so that you don't get your pass pulled or get in some kind of trouble with the mountain, because that can just lead to more and more things. I have seen people like argue with ski patrol and argue with safety people, and it usually always turns out bad. The person ends up having their pass suspended, or you just get that reputation on the mountain for being difficult. And you know, everyone's just out to have fun and so I think the best bet is just to, like, you know, say you're sorry, say you won't do it again, and then most of the time you'll just be on your way, and then that's that. Let me think if I can think of another time there's like an argument. I guess that's kind of like it. You know, there's been times where I've had like, sometimes you're riding beside somebody and you kind of have like, you knock into each other, and sometimes like that's been fine. I think there's been like 1 or 2 times where somebody's, you know, a bit upset, but like, what can you do? Like for me, like I'm not somebody that enjoys arguing, so, and I usually just feel bad about it afterwards, even if I am in the right. So I'd rather just like say sorry, or like have a good day, or, you know, and then just move on. Nakari says, what's the chairlift name behind you? Oh, that's the Broadway Express 1. So that's like chair 1. Hi Kev, what do you think about the Battalion Party Wave 2021? Have you tested it? I have not, but I know that TJ over on Board Archive, he rode that as like his main powder board last season, the Party Wave. So maybe check out some of his videos on it. If Shane says, why didn't you fly to California? So the reason I didn't fly is because the only flights I could get were to like, say, San Francisco, or to places that were still like a 5 or 6 hour drive from Mammoth. So, and then with the flight too, I would still have to drive to the airport, wait at the airport, get the flight, rent a car, that whole like deal. So I thought it would just be like maybe a little bit longer to drive. I think when I worked it out, it was going to take me in total like 10 hours to fly, or 16 hours to drive, and I just decided to drive. It was going to be cheaper too, like not having to rent a car, not having to buy a flight. But I think once the season is kind of more in full flight, I guess you could say, there's actually flights from San Francisco to Mammoth. So maybe when I can fly all the way here, then I will take a flight. Joey says, wear a helmet. Or wear helmet, or wear a helmet, wear helmet. But yeah, I've got an N on helmet. Shane says, last time I was at Mammoth, they had some larger rollers, like 20 in a row, about a board length apart. what's the best way to handle them? With big rollers like that, it's just like bending your knees because you want to absorb all those bumps, and finding places to like scrub your speed. So as you're going over a roller, I would say the best place is probably coming over the other side of the roller, is doing a couple quick turns to control your speed so that you can then roll over to the next one. But yeah, rollers are super fun. Use your knees, make little turns to scrub your speed, and you'll be sweet. If anyone is here in Mammoth too and like watching this, definitely like come up and say hello. It'd be awesome to meet some people if you guys are watching. Dom Lee says, when do you think Brighton will start running chairs? I'm not sure, but maybe once they get like another storm on the way through, like near Brighton, but maybe not, maybe earlier too. Hamster Cool Bean says, check out Deserted. They have vegan goods. Awesome, thanks man, I will. Deserted. Yeah, I got another recommendation on like a place that has good vegan stuff. But yeah, we'll definitely have to check some stuff out. Dylan says, have you ever ridden in Washington State? Yeah, I rode at Stevens Pass 2 seasons ago. Had an amazing, loved Stevens Pass, had such a good time. Actually, so a girl that I met in Stevens Pass, Asia, is actually here now in Mammoth, and I ran into her a couple of days ago. So shout out to Asia. It was so like, it was wild to like see her in Stevens Pass and then see her again here in Mammoth. So that was awesome. Cool to just to see somebody who's like trying to, you know, follow her dreams, be snowboarding, be working in the mountains, and yeah, she's doing it. All right. Slick says, do you have plans to visit Mount Bachelor this season? Definitely, yeah, that's one of the spots I want to go to, like high on my list, Mount Bachelor. Love that mountain, love Bend, Oregon, such a cool town. And yeah, the mountain there is so fun. Like it's basically like a volcano that you can, if you get to the top, you can come down like 360 degrees. So that's like such a cool thing about Mount Bachelor. And the style of trees, the pitch of the runs, everything about that place I love. And the terrain park too. The terrain park is super nice there. Saturday Farm Stand, what's the best Anon M4 lens color? To be honest, I can't quite remember the low light lens that I was using with these ones, but this one is super solid for like as a sunny day lens. I guess this is just their like, I don't know what you would call it, but yeah, this one's pretty good for sunny days. This one, and I'm sure you can't go wrong. They have lots of like really solid low light lenses too. Sam saying the purple frame on the M4 is clean. Nice. I didn't know they did purple frames. Hums Awesome says, any insights on the new Clue step-in bindings? I haven't seen those. I'll have to check them out. Clue step-in bindings. Emmanuel says, what park is these? So right now I'm in Mammoth Mountain, California. Awesome, incredible day here today. They did get some snow, like I think it was five days ago, the day before like I arrived, and yeah, it's incredible. Tons of trains open, sun's out, the vibes are like all-time high, so it's been awesome out here. Just gonna check and see if I missed any super chats. All right, it's not showing me super chats for some reason. Noah wants to know, where should I buy kids snowboards? Yeah, it's tricky. There's not too many like kids snowboards out there, but I think your best bet is to maybe shop online and look at like your kid's like weight, and then put that into the scale for buying like the right size snowboard. But yeah, there's not a ton of like options out there for kids boards, so you just have to like kind of see what's out there and yeah, just go with what you can get. But I would say like shopping online may be a good place to start. Dom says, thoughts on Snowbird doing the passes to skip the line? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I feel like, I guess personally, like I'm not a fan of like that style of doing it. I know like in Whistler they kind of have some things like that too, where you know you can skip the line if you've spent a certain amount of money like with the resort. I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, I guess it kind of like rubs people the wrong way when you like when when everyone else is still paying money, having to line up, and then there's like another tier of people that just because they paid more money, they get to like cut in line. So yeah, I guess that's not. Yeah, I guess I'm not a fan. I think it should just be like probably the same for everybody. But they're a business; they can like I guess do what they like, and if people like it, they can go there, and if people don't like it, then they can you know go ski or snowboard at a different resort. Oliver says, do you think the Capita Mega Merc could be a good all-mountain freestyle board, more jump specific? Definitely, yeah. I think the Mega Merc, because it's probably, I think it's like a stiffer board, it could be like really fun for like jumps, especially if you're like an aggressive park rider going fast, riding the mountain with speed, and maybe even doing like drops and hitting big jumps, then the Mega Merc could be the one for sure. Christian says, when do you think Central Oregon will have its resorts open? So Central Oregon, what's you mean like Bachelor and like or Mount Hood and Timberline? I would say like yeah, it's, you know, any day. I think it just depends on the weather. I know a lot of places are opening. Sometimes those resorts open super early, but just so the app that I use to check like forecasts and stuff is called snowforecast.com. And you can get like a free version of the app, and it'll tell you like the forecast for those spots. Steven with the super chat says, missed seeing you on the mountain, live the California dream. Awesome, Steven. Yeah, sorry I missed you, man. Steven G. Clinard. Yeah, man. Sorry I missed you. I've been out here meeting tons of people. It's just so crowded. Like there's quite a bit of people out here. The lifts aren't that busy, but yeah, with a big mountain and lots of people, it can be hard to meet up. But next time, Steven, next time, man. And Andy, thoughts on the Jones Mountain Twin? The Mountain Twin's pretty versatile. Like it's a good versatile board. I think like you know, for all levels too, because of like the real like spooned out nose and tail, it makes it like forgiving for doing turns. I can see it like doing pretty decent through the powder, but it's a very versatile snowboard for sure. I think it's more like, you know, just for like riding the whole mountain, it's probably more of like, I don't know. The one thing I've heard about it is that it's maybe a little bit soft, so maybe not a super hard charging board, but if you just like having fun and cruising and hitting like smaller things and riding at a decent pace, I think it could be super fun, yeah. Oh, somebody just ollied the fence. Nice, man. That was pretty cool. Sweet, guys. Yeah, but yeah, super stoked to come on here, talk to you guys. I'm glad that the connection's working. Been riding 5 days now at Mammoth and having a super good time out here. So yeah, big shout out to everyone that I've met. You know, everyone out here, like the vibes out here are so good. Yeah, such a cool place. People coming up from Los Angeles and San Diego. Even coming over from San Francisco area, and I'm sure other places, and yeah, such a fun place to snowboard. All right, Saturday Farm Stand with a super chat says, your best tip for getting on a rail. I'm still rocking the Headspace. Nice, man. Yeah, stoked that you're still rocking that Headspace, man. Best tip for getting on a rail is like, if it's a hop on rail, first get comfortable with like ride on features and rails first. So you're comfortable just like, you know, maybe 50-50ing a ride on rail. And then when you do go to like hop on to like a hop on rail, be comfortable with your ollies. Make sure your ollie is solid. And you know, the first time, I think the most important, like the best tip is to just actually intentionally go over it the first time. So don't try to like stay on it, just intentionally maybe just come on it a little bit and then come off the other side. And then from there you can start to try to stay on it longer and longer. But that was kind of what I did up here. My first like day is that they have these like tubes here, and instead of trying to get on the tube and staying on it to the end, the first couple times I just kind of hopped on and like let myself come off the other side until I felt comfortable with the ollie getting on, and then I was trying to like lock into the top and ride it to the end. So just do it like that, and you can and you'll progress for sure. Charlie says, you just got to commit and send it at the end of the day. It's just you versus yourself, second guessing yourself. Definitely, there's a lot of mental stuff going on too with like snowboard tricks and snowboarding, so huge mental part. A Lee says, do you ever thread tape on your binding screws? I don't, no. I think like the bindings I've been rocking, the Nidecker Cowan X, screws have been fine. Don't need to thread them. Maybe some like older bindings I can see like, yeah, sometimes the screw, like the teeth on the screw may become worn, and that's when you could use it. But I feel like you shouldn't have to. Turbo Man says, go to the top. Yeah, I'd love to take you guys to the top. I'd probably lose service. And it is pretty windy up there, so that's why I decided to like do the lap chat down here. It's just a little bit windy, but yeah, views from the top will be coming. I've been making videos up here all week, so lots of videos coming where I try to show all the views, and so stay tuned for those. And I did upload a video yesterday that I think shows some pretty cool views, so maybe check that out too. Michael says, I'm going up next week. How is it? Michael, man, yeah, it's good. Like lots of terrain open. I don't think there's any new snow forecasted, but if you're up here and it's sunny, it's like, yeah, really fun just to be up here cruising. And hopefully they're able to keep like all the chairs that are open now. Hopefully they're able to keep everything open. Yo, we got NGen on here too, giving some advice, answering some questions. Thanks, NGen, man, for hopping on. Kevin Horan says, favorite resort in the U.S.? Man, that's like tough to say. Honestly, I really can't say, but the experience I've had out here, like just this early season, has definitely been like up there with like the best. So, but it's hard to say. But yeah, lots of great places: Jackson Hole, Mount Bachelor, Stevens Pass, Mammoth, Big Bear. Lots of great places. It's hard to choose one. Trickett Brand with the super chat says, would you do a collab with Jonathan Buckhouse? Definitely, yeah. Hopefully we can ride together, me and Jonathan, and just make some videos together and shred. So I know he's in Colorado right now, so maybe if he has a plan to travel somewhere and I do too, it'd be awesome to link up with him. Yeah. I've done a few videos with Jonathan in the past, and he's like always just like a blast to ride with, such a positive dude. And yeah, he's like absolutely killing it too with his YouTube channel. So yeah, for sure. Hopefully I get to this season. Adventure Addict, have you ever been to Timberline? Yeah, Timberline at Mount Hood, another awesome spot for sure. They have that gully there at Timberline with like lots of side hits and stuff. So yeah, Timberline is a super fun spot. Sweet, awesome guys. So on here for just about an hour. Thank you guys for hopping on the live stream. More videos coming from here in Mammoth, California. Big shout out to everyone at Mammoth. Just been having a blast. I hope where you guys are, you have like an early start to your season, and yeah, thank you guys for the support too. But yeah, if you guys have any questions that I missed, you can always ask them afterwards. I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Big shout out. We still have 141 people watching, 170 likes. Yeah, thank you guys so much. All right, so I'm gonna end it now, but hope you guys have a great start to your season, and I'll talk to you guys on here next Sunday. Awesome. Bye guys.